Stop! Before you hand your baby that pouch, watch this. 70% of baby food pouches in the US pack in more sugar than a baby should have, and most of it hides behind the phrase fruit juice concentrate. Different name, same impact on your baby's liver. The label looks honest. It's designed so you won't question it. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly which pouches to skip and which ones are actually safe, including Once Upon a Farm, Happy Family Organics, and Earth's Best Organic. Plus a 4-question checklist you can run on any label in 15 seconds. Once you understand this, you can't unsee it. Ready to break down how this happened and what to do next? Let me ask you something. Have you ever wondered why your baby reaches for that pouch like nothing else on earth? Why they will refuse broccoli from a spoon but demolish the same vegetable inside a pouch labeled broccoli, apple, pear? That is not a coincidence. That is formulation science. And here's the thing, nobody is saying out loud, the same technology that makes ultra-processed adult snacks impossible to stop eating has been applied to baby food. The same understanding of palatability thresholds, sugar ratios, and texture uniformity that food scientists use to engineer chips and cookies. That same science is being used on products marketed to 6-month-olds. But it goes deeper than the ingredients, because there is a second problem, one that most parents discover too late, a problem that doesn't show up in the nutrition facts. A problem that won't surface until your child is 2 or 3 years old and suddenly refuses to eat anything that isn't smooth. And then there's the labeling problem. The word that sounds like it guarantees safety, but legally means almost nothing about how the food was actually made. We are going to get to all of it. But first, you need to understand the mechanism, the actual science of what is happening inside these pouches. Because once you understand the mechanism, you can never be fooled by the label again. Here is what they are not putting on the packaging. Almost every shelf-stable baby food pouch in the grocery aisle, the ones that sit unrefrigerated and last 12 to 24 months, is produced using a process called retort processing. Here is what that means. Once the fruits and vegetables are pureed and sealed inside the pouches are loaded into industrial pressure cookers. They are subjected to temperatures between 240 and 250 degrees Fahrenheit under sustained pressure. This kills all bacteria. It creates shelf stability. It makes distribution cheaper and logistics simpler. It also destroys a significant portion of the nutrients inside. Vitamin C, almost completely gone. Heat-sensitive B vitamins, substantially degraded. Polyphenols, the antioxidants that make blueberries and spinach worth feeding your baby in the first place, reduced by 40 to 80% according to a 2022 review published in the journal Food Chemistry. 40 to 80%. That means you can buy a pouch that lists organic blueberries on the front label, a fruit you chose specifically for its antioxidant density. And by the time it reaches your baby, the majority of those antioxidants have been processed out of existence. The label shows you what went in. It does not show you what survived. Now add the sugar problem. A 2023 study published in the journal Nutrients analyzed 168 commercially available baby food pouches in the United States. 70%, 70, contain sugar levels above the threshold the American Academy of Pediatrics considers appropriate for infants and toddlers. But here is the part that should make you stop and reread every label you've ever trusted. Most of that excess sugar is not listed as added sugar. It comes from fruit juice, concentrate, and under current FDA labeling rules, fruit juice concentrate does not have to be disclosed as added sugar, because it technically comes from fruit. So companies take fresh fruit, extract the juice, heat it under vacuum to evaporate the water, concentrate the fructose into a thick syrup, and then use that syrup to sweeten products that they can legally label no added sugar. Your baby is getting a concentrated fructose load that no whole piece of fruit would ever naturally deliver at one sitting. And the front of the package is telling you there is no added sugar. That is not an accident. That is a labeling strategy. And then there is the problem that will not show up for years. In 2021, the American Academy of Pediatrics updated its complementary feeding guidance to flag a specific concern about pouches that almost no mainstream parenting publication covered. When babies eat from a pouch, they squeeze and suck. No chewing, no tongue lateralization, no jaw coordination, no sensory engagement with texture or shape. These are all oral motor skills that eating real food is supposed to develop. Skills that are foundational not just for eating, but for speech development. A 2023 study in the journal Pediatric Dentistry tracked toddlers whose diets were predominantly pouch-based through 12 months of age. They found statistically significant delays in oral motor skill development compared to age-matched peers eating varied textures. A 2022 study in the journal Appetite found that infants heavily exposed to smooth pouch purees showed greater food refusal of textured foods at 15 and 18 months. The pouch is not just delivering what your baby eats today. It may be determining what they are willing to eat for years. That is the mechanism. Now let's talk about the brands. Gerber controls approximately 80% of the baby food market in the United States. That statistic alone should give you pause, because when one company owns 80% of the market, brand recognition becomes the product. Parents reach for Gerber because it is familiar, because their parents used it, because it has always been there. Familiarity is not the same as safety. Gerber's shelf-stable pouch lineup relies heavily on a formulation pattern that appears again and again across their products. Fruit juice concentrate as a primary sweetening and flavoring agent. Apple juice concentrate specifically appears in a significant number of Gerber grain and vegetable blends, not because the recipe needs apple flavor, but because the sweetness increases palatability. More palatability means babies consume more. More consumption means repeat purchase. The business logic is flawless. The nutritional logic is the opposite. Research from the Manel Chemical Senses Center, one of the world's leading taste science institutions, has found that flavor preferences established during the complementary feeding window between 4 and 12 months are disproportionately influential on long-term eating behavior. Infants repeatedly exposed to high sweetness levels develop stronger preferences for sweet foods and stronger resistance to the bitter foods that include nearly every vegetable with meaningful nutritional density. Gerber is not just feeding your baby today. Sweetened blends in the first year may be training their palate to reject the foods that matter most for the next 18 years. The retort processing applies to the full Gerber shelf-stable pouch line. Vitamins are added back synthetically post-processing. But synthetic vitamin addition is not equivalent to the naturally occurring vitamin matrix in whole food, which includes cofactors and synergistic compounds that affect absorption and bioavailability. Beechnut has built its brand identity on one word: simple. Nothing artificial. The farm stand aesthetic. The suggestion of honest, straightforward food from people who care. And here's the thing. Beechnut's ingredient lists genuinely are cleaner than many competitors. Real fruit, real vegetables, no artificial flavors or colors. The ingredient philosophy is better. But here is the reveal that Beechnut is counting on you missing. Simple ingredients and minimal processing are not the same claim. Beechnut's shelf-stable pouches go through the same retort processing as every other ambient product in the baby food aisle. Organic, real, non-GMO, blueberries inside a 240-degree pressure cooker for 20 minutes lose the same percentage of their polyphenol content as conventional blueberries in the same process. The ingredients are better. The processing damage is identical. And several of the most popular Beechnut fruit-vegetable blend pouches lead with apple, pear, or banana, the highest fructose fruits with the lowest fiber relative to their whole food forms. Per serving sugar in multiple Beechnut stage. 2 blends runs between 10 and 14 grams. For a baby under 12 months, that is a significant sugar event in a single snack. Simple ingredients, better sourcing, still retort processed, still fruit dominant, still high sugar. Better than average is not the same as good enough. Plum Organics is where the trap becomes most sophisticated and most dangerous, because Plum has the best marketing of anyone in this category. The packaging is beautiful, the brand story is compelling, the organic certification is real and meaningful. For parents who have done some research, Plum feels like the smart, informed choice. It feels like the brand for parents who already know better. That feeling is the product. Here's what the organic certification on Plum Organics actually guarantees. The fruits and vegetables were grown without synthetic pesticides and synthetic fertilizers. That is genuinely valuable. Reduced pesticide residue in infant food is a legitimate benefit, particularly given the developing nervous system's heightened sensitivity to neurotoxic compounds. Here is what it does not guarantee: less processing. Organic produce in a retort pressure cooker loses the same nutrients as conventional produce in the same cooker. The certification protects against pesticide exposure. It does not protect against the 240-degree processing that degrades the vitamins and antioxidants that make organic produce worth choosing. But here is Plum's specific problem, the one that separates it from Beechnut. and puts it in its own category of concern: the texture. Plum pouches produce the smoothest, most uniform puree in the category. Velvety, consistent, with zero textural variation. Babies love it completely. And that perfection is a developmental problem. Go back to the 2022 appetite study. Infants on predominantly smooth pouch diets showed greater food refusal of textured foods at 15 and 18 months. The smoother the pouch, the wider the gap between what they'll accept from a pouch and what they'll accept from a spoon or a plate. Plum's premium, beautifully formulated, organic, perfectly smooth pouches may be creating the pickiest eaters in the grocery store's customer base. The most premium product in the category may be producing the worst long-term outcome. Now, you need to understand the system that makes all of this possible, because this is not random, this is intentional. And once you see the pattern, you cannot unsee it. Trap 1. The organic halo. Organic is a pesticide claim. Full stop. It is not a processing claim. It is not a nutrition claim. It is not a claim about how the food was manufactured, at what temperature, or what survived that process. The word organic on a baby food pouch tells you one thing about one variable in a complex production process. But your brain hears organic and fills in the rest. Pure, natural, close to the farm, safe. That psychological shortcut is worth billions of dollars to the companies that put that word on their packaging. Trap 2. The no added sugar illusion. You now understand how fruit juice concentrate works. So when you see no added sugar on a pouch that lists apple juice concentrate or pear juice concentrate as an ingredient, you know what that claim is worth. Nothing. The sugar is there. It was concentrated from fruit, which exempts it from added sugar disclosure. Your baby's liver does not care about the exemption. It processes concentrated fructose the same way regardless of its legal classification. Trap 3. The ingredient list that isn't the whole story. Baby food labels show you what went in. They are not required to disclose processing temperature, processing method, or what percentage of the nutrients survived manufacturing. The gap between what the ingredient list implies and what nutritional reality remains in the finished product can be enormous, and you would have no way of knowing from the label alone. Ultra-smooth pouch puree is uniquely palatable to infants. It requires no skill to eat. It delivers a consistent sensory experience, and it hits the palate with concentrated sweetness in a predictable pattern every time. That combination creates preference. Strong preference, the kind that makes a toddler throw broccoli off a high chair while reaching desperately for the green vegetable pouch that tastes nothing like broccoli. The smoothness is not a quality indicator. It is a palatability engineering decision. Trap 5. The short ingredient list that hides the long process. 3 ingredients sound simple: organic apple, organic spinach, organic pear, clean, minimal. But 3 real ingredients inside a retort pressure cooker for 20 minutes at 250 degrees is not a simple product. The simplicity of the list obscures the complexity of what happened to those ingredients. Short ingredient list is necessary but not sufficient. How those ingredients were processed matters just as much as what they are. What to look for on any label. 4 questions. 15 seconds. First, is the first ingredient a whole food, not a concentrate? Whole sweet potato? Yes. Apple juice concentrate? No. Second, is the sugar content under 8 grams per 3.5 ounce serving? Above that, the formulation is working against you. Third, is it refrigerated? Refrigerated means no retort processing. Ambient with a 2-year shelf life means retort. Fourth, does the vegetable content lead, or is it buried behind 3 fruits? Vegetable dominant means nutrition forward. Fruit dominant means palatability forward. 4 questions. 15 seconds. You now have a framework that no label, no marketing language, and no smiling strawberry can get past. You cannot read the label for them, but you can read it now. What you do next is the only thing that matters.